what are flavobiotics? Why did you call them like that?
Right.
And what a person can expect from them as a benefit.
Right. Maybe first, indeed, explain you a bit the genesis, how we came to the idea of using flavonoids for gut health. Because when we have worked on flavonoids as a company, the bioactor that I created 10 years ago, we started working on flavonoids, citrus flavonoids, already many years ago, but then for more effects on energy metabolism. Okay, so how it could help people to perform better, have more energy or have more power, and at one point we thought, maybe it's interesting to see whether it does something on the microbiota. So it was actually not a very deliberate sort of plan where we said, okay, we know everything about flavonoids and we're going to just test this for the so manyth time. It was really what I would call white space. So we really looked at an area where nobody had really looked for effects on the human microbiota in humans. So that is also a bit, I would say, the DNA of our company, and really something that drives me. That you say this would be interesting because we know that the flavonoids need the microbiota actually to become bioavailable. So you know there is an interaction, but you don't know whether this interaction is also really positive for the composition of the human microbiota, and whether this would actually give benefits to human health at the level of the gut and the immune system. So it was really something completely new. So we were, and I'm not boasting, we were really the first that set up a clinical study, and now we have done two, where these citrus flavonoids were tested in humans really for their effect on gut microbiota composition and, I would say, gut health. And we called them flavobiotics because there's something very special with these flavonoids, because there is really a crosstalk between the microbiota and the flavonoids, because the flavonoids, they need the microbiota to become bioavailable, and actually the microbiota, some of the bacteria in the members in the microbiota need flavonoids as a source of energy. And I will explain, maybe if it's okay, what the link is with the energy. The flavonoids in the citrus flavonoids, they are glycosylated. So that means that there is a sugar moiety on the molecule. So there's a glucose molecule, and there is a rhamnose molecule that is attached to the core flavonoid. And that sugar moiety is actually a sort of Teflon coating, which actually prevents the flavonoids from being absorbed before they reach the colon. So you absorb a citrus flavonoid, it will travel all the way through your GI tract till it reaches the colon. And there you will need very specific bacteria, microbes, that have an enzyme that can cleave off the glucose and the rhamnose. So they need a glucosidase and a rhamnosidase enzyme. And as it happens, there is a whole bunch of bacteria that can do that, but not all. And they tend to be mostly beneficial bacteria. So to summarize again, so it is the flavonoids, they need the microbiota to get off to cleave off the sugar, because that makes them bioavailable right at the level of the gut wall. And at the same time, the bacteria that have the rhamnosidase and the glucosidase enzyme, they actually can take that sugar and use it as an energy source. So they both benefit, and that's what you call crosstalk, and I find it very fascinating.
Yeah.